Orlando, Florida. The finishing touches on a long season and a great matchup we have for you in the Cheez-It Bowl. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. He knows that there is a lot of motivation behind this game. A Big Ten SEC showdown always gets people talking about bragging rights, particularly because the Big Ten has won the last 3 national championships. They want to make sure that they're showing up and showing they are the big kids on the block right now. We'll see if the SEC team can respond here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Send the tight end in motion. Running inside, it's Jackson. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games.
Might have a chance. Inside the 40. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeye! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Using his legs, it's Owens. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Now that they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running, and you can see it takes off, and the defense closes in fast, and the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
Looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And he's in for a second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down there. He knows how to get in the end zone. And I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just.
And it's blocked. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Craver. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Pulls it in. It's Crable. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football now.
Unloads it left. That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it'll go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Say it. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Lined up in the gun on third down. Say it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. And now the lead is even bigger.
I don't know how much longer they could have gone trying that field goal. 50-plus, that's tough. The kicker will take it. He gave it everything he could, knocked it off the crossbar, it went in. Nice job.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Using his legs, it's Owens. At the 35, he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Shoots it to the left. All by himself. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw. The defense was in good position.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese. Fourth and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big fourth down stop.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Snags it, and there's running room. The 30, the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, in this offense, I'll tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Craver. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you can see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Quickly complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
On the run, it's Jackson. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Looking long. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that he's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. play of this drive comes from the 27. Now the play fake. Under fire. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC would be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
He might want another play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Buckeye! A pick six. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kramer. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrow. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Play fake, say it. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Making side adjustments here. Sends it back in motion. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Aggies will go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. This time he wants to throw. He'll take a shot. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Facing a third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll go play action with Sayin. He'll throw it. Right on the money. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
There's a crease. Bulldozes his way through. The 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do you. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Craver. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Across the 45. Still running at the 40. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Texas A&M going quickly. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The run inside. It's Jackson. Makes a pass to Marker.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Play fake, Julian Sayed. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The play action fake. Fires to the right. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room, it's Rodgers. Runs through a tackle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line,
A shot toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Buckeyes! When he let that go ahead and signal touchdown. He knew it was 6.
And most of the time you hear about those 50-50 balls out wide. Nowadays, these guys that are so big and strong and so good at going and getting the ball, it's more like 80-20. And you can see just so hard to defend the fade route.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Looking for blockers. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Craver. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Texas A&M going up tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Williams open on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
This time it's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still... in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And this will be caught as they convert the two. Now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Sayin to throw. Hauls it in. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Craver. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. While that first half certainly wasn't what they had in mind, maybe a big comeback is in the offing here in bowl season.
And I think that's a nice way of saying they were awful in the first half. They were terrible. Bowl games, you wonder about motivation. One thing I know, they were clearly not motivated, Palmer.
No, they didn't look focused at all in that first half, David, but this is a team that has a ton of talent. If they can put it here together in the second half, they can close the season out with an exclamation.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Here comes the heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Touchdown, Aggies! What a grab in the end zone for 6. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
He'll bring it out. And the returner will be knocked down.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Running inside, it's Rodgers. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with the sack.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the ground with the counter. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Sayin on the play action. Fires left side, it's Smith. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing.
Could be an alley. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. This guy is having a truly special day, calling to mind the afternoon that Trace Sermon or Eddie George had, putting up huge numbers.
I mean, that's incredible. Just when you play and you put on that uniform and you know the guys that wore it before you and wore it so well, and you get your name mentioned in those L's and those history books, man, it's a good day.
Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Complete in the middle. Touchdown, Buckeye! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive.
Makes the grab and room to run. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Texas A&M going quickly.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy.
He's going to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrill. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver,
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Makes the catch. It's Craver. Strong, firm tackle. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Pucks it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Escapes the pressure going right. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch right away. They're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Right on the money. Makes the grab in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. First and 10.
Final play of the quarter coming. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
51, Texas A&M, 32.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. throwing St. Clair. He uncorks one deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
Quarterback will keep it. There's some room. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. St. Clair. What a grab with one hand. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. St. Clair to throw for it on 4th. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Got it in the middle. It's Bussey. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Aggies are in the hurry-up.
Man, that is exactly what you want. That is perfect execution. Back near your own end zone, man. You want to get that ball out of your hand. You want to create some space, and don't flirt with that end zone at all. Ball gets out of quarterback's hand. Receiver makes the play. Great job understanding the situation.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Taking it the other way. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. A&M comes back out with another first down. They want to throw it. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Got it. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
He'll take a deep shot here. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the punishment has been extended.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
57, Texas A&M, third and 2.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
The run inside. It's Morrow. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds his tight end. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
So now it's second and long. Makes the catch. It's Morrow. At the 40, there he goes. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Oh, they're after him. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Makes the grab. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
On the draw, it's West. Got enough for the first. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Fights off a defender. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football.
Spins away from one. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Jackson. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. On the ground, it's Jackson. Plows through the defense. What an effort that was. How many tacklers did he shed and still comes up a yard short of the first down? 4th down, St. Clair. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Finds his rhythm after shanking a couple. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Craver. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.